So, Neil, could you tell me a little bit about why the UK needs Magvault?
Well, it's not just the UK, I think it's the whole world. Magvault was set up to solve a particular problem, and that problem is that with more devices and more operating systems, people are being taken away from the sort of simplicity of the internet into app stores. So people trying to read magazines are getting a very confusing picture, and Magvault is there to simplify all that.
So the real problem it's solving is the market's confused.
The market's very confused. The magazine industry that saw digital publishing as almost its sort of saviour, but the trouble is, it's not, because people aren't finding those magazines.
And so how exactly is Magvault going to clear up this mess?
Well, if we take a look at what Magvault looks like, firstly, it shows all the magazines in one place. So if we click on Celebrity, for example, we then see Grazia magazine. And we can filter those by the app store that you happen to be shopping in. So from an iPad point of view, we can only shop in the Apple App Store. So if we look at that, yep, we see Grazia magazine. We can see that Grazia magazine has a video on it. So we've taken that video and we've put it on Magvault so people can look at the magazine without downloading it. Then what you see is the various links. You can link straight into the iPad App Store. You can go to the publisher direct, and you can see what they're offering.
So Magvault's obviously good for the readers because it brings together all of the strands of information available, puts it in one place. But is Magvault also good for the publishers?
I think so. The publishers are getting a really good concentrated website around which that they can push people towards. We put a lot of work into finding the magazines, finding the right links, and then looking at what deals the publishers are offering as well.
So Magvault's giving their titles the kind of marketing push that might not be getting through something like Newsstand or the Google Store.
Yeah, Newsstand and the Google Store are doing their own little jobs, but they're not doing them very well. Magazines are their number 5 seller, so they aren't pushing them very hard. The magazine publishers can't buy any advertising space, so they can't run any promotions. So at least any promotions that they do run are being picked up in Magvault, and with 2 million, I would say, new tablet readers coming over this Christmas, I think that's a lot of potential digital magazine readers that are coming online.
Does Magvault sell the magazines to the people?
No, all we are is a lead generation site. If they read our guide and they've got a particular device, then they'll know where to buy.
Magvault gives you that independent eye.
Absolutely.
And is there a good example of a magazine where Magvault can really cut through to find a deal that you just wouldn't be able to locate anywhere else?
Yeah, I can think of one immediately, actually. There's an excellent digital magazine called Cyclist. We know what we're looking for, so we type Cyclist into the search bar. Then we see the description, and in that case, we, Magvault, have done the research. So we're saying that you can get a free trial on the Android, you can get a free trial in the Kindle Fire. You can't get a free trial on Apple. But what we would suggest you do is you go to the publisher. You can see there that they're doing an offer where you get 3 issues for £5, and you can get the print issue and you get the digital issues for all these different devices in one go.
So if I was just using an iPad and not using Magvault, I wouldn't get any of that?
No, you're going to spend £3.99. That's the cheapest that you could buy it for in the iPad, and you wouldn't get the print issue. And if you tried to get it on the Android, you'd have to spend another £3.99 or go to the publisher direct offer.
And Magvault compares all of these in one place.
Exactly. We look at all the offers for all the magazines, so it's the only place you can see it.
People can find you at magvault.com. What are your plans for the future with the site?
At the moment, it's just the UK, but it's very much a global market for digital magazines. One of the biggest opportunities for magazine publishers, especially specialist magazine publishers, is to sell magazines where you can't buy the print edition, somewhere where you can access the digital edition, which is all over the world. So, for example, Autosport's a very popular magazine with F1 enthusiasts. It's only really sold in the UK, but anybody in the US can buy it online. So it's a big opportunity that we need to take advantage of, and so do publishers.